Hi guys! Welcome to my first bookshelf tour video. Today we'll be starting on the manga bookshelf. Now I say starting on because we're only going to be doing one shelf on the entire bookshelf because I filmed the whole thing and then started editing it and realized when I was done that it was over an hour long. That is too long! And I'm not going to make you guys sit through all of that. They probably took that long because I was trying to tell you whether or not I thought the manga were good, or tell you a little bit about the story, or tell you a little bit about the author. So all that information apparently made the video extra long, so I'll keep that in mind for the next bookshelf that I do. But either way, I mean, let me know if you like that information. If you don't care and you just want to see bam 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 what books I have, their titles and authors, and that's it, fine. Just let me know and I won't talk so much. So we're breaking it down into one shelf at a time. Each video will only focus on one shelf. Those should only be between 10 and 15 minutes apiece. At least that's the plan. Alright, let's get to it. Okay guys, so this is what my manga shelf looks like. I have managed to fit all of my current manga on this one shelf, except for those box sets down there, of course. I'm not sure where any other future manga is going to go, but we'll see. I'm not going to be able to get the tripod all the way down to the floor, so we're going to have sort of an angled view of this bottom shelf here. First things first, let's start with the box sets I have over here. We've got the Sailor Moon Collection #1. This is volumes 1 through 6 of the re-releases from Kodansha Comics US line. It's a very pretty box set. The next one comes out in October, and I'm already on a pre-order list for that, so yes. I thought there were stickers in here, but I honestly don't know where they are, if that existed, or if I made that up. Oh no, there they are. Here you go. These were the stickers that came with the box set. So, little chibi Sailor Moon folks. Next we have the Ouran Host Club box set, which makes me so happy that I originally read this from the library instead of buying them one by one, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to have this beautiful awesomeness in my house. I'll open up really quick and show you what's inside. So we have the, sorry about the shake there. This opens up with Velcro off the top. I don't know, let's see if you can see that. Opens up with the Velcro, and you open a little more and it comes down like this, okay? So there are the 18 full volumes of Ouran High School Host Club. This manga, like I was saying, is a shoujo manga. It's hilarious, most importantly because it is a parody of its own genre. It makes fun of itself, and I absolutely love that about it. So, I don't know if you can see the art. I like the art. I thought it was really nice. It's got a lot of serious moments and cute moments, and a lot of absolutely hysterical, ridiculous moments. And those are my favorites. In this box set, you also get the Host Club notepad, which I think is super adorable. Hooray! Next we have Descendants of Darkness, also known as Yami no Matsue in Japanese. Oh, I can't. Flipping these over is kind of hard to show what I'm doing. So, I can't actually remember what this series is about. I haven't read these in a while, and actually I'm not sure I ever read the manga. I know for a fact that I watched the anime series, but I don't think I read the manga. It has to do with death and the afterlife, and I think Shinigami or something, and this one really psycho white-haired guy. I don't know, but he's crazy. Anyway, this is not comfortable, by the way, this weird angle. Oh yes, crazy white-haired guy. There he is. So yes, more shoujo manga. It's kind of hard to tell you what it's about when I can't remember, but as soon as I read it again, I'll let you know. Next we have DGrayman, which has so many volumes and it's not done, but you know, that's just the way of the manga world. So yeah, there's a lot of volumes. I think right now they're up to 23. The artwork is really good. I really enjoyed this series in general, but unfortunately at a certain point, I think around book 20, I ceased to know what's going on. Frankly, it has gotten so confusing that I can't follow the story very well. So yeah, there's Konda and the main character, who is this one up at the top, whose name might have slipped my mind, but I remember Konda's name. Yeah, there we go. They're all very cute. The art's very, very good. Next, guys, next we have one of my all-time favorites, Monster by Naoki Urasawa. Oh my heavens, this series. You must read it. This is I believe it's a seinen series, so its demographic is older males, but the story, as far as I'm concerned, if you like psychological thrillers, please read Monster. And don't believe what anyone says about 20th Century Boys and Pluto being better than Monster. That is a dirty, dirty lie. So, I mean, it's fine if you like those. I didn't love them more than Monster, however. So, maybe it's just personal taste, but yes, definitely go for Monster. To round out my Sailor Moon collection, I do have the 2 copies of Sailor V, which I thought were terrible. I mean, I'm just being really, really honest here. I did not like Sailor V at all. She was so self-centered and conceited, it was disgusting. But anyway, if you want to read something boring, or if you just want to make sure you have a full collection of Sailor Moon related items, you can have this. Well, you can't literally have mine, but you can read your own copies. Okuu by Fumi Yoshinaga is... wow, it's just wow. This story, I know I told you I would tell you more about it when I got the new one in, number 8, but this story is so amazing, you guys. It's sort of an alternate history. Basically, in Japan, there is a sickness that has wiped out most of the men in the nation. So basically this disease targets men, and so young men especially are at risk. So, you know, young boys who would grow up to be the leaders of the country are dying. And it's left to the women to take responsibility for all of Japan pretty much. So working in the fields, or, you know, becoming the shogun, or being in charge of business, anything like that, it's now women's responsibility. And the men do not like this, you know, initially, but eventually it gets to a point where no one remembers what it was like when women weren't in charge, unless of course they have access to historical records that haven't been altered, and that's really rare. I think that happens mostly in the shogunate. So mainly this is about the inner chambers. So the shogun and her, you know, collection of guys that she has there in the palace with her. But it's so much more in depth than that. It has so much politics, so much social commentary. It's really, really great. So read this series. I don't know what kind of anime you guys were watching ages and ages ago, but I was watching Utena. If you've never seen Utena, it's pretty good. It's about a school, a private school, and all of these duelists within that school. And there's a lot more to it than that. To be honest, I think there's some kind of weird, like, mystical, I don't know, something very odd happening in part of this story, but it goes from being really whimsical and mostly about how these kids get along in school to being really kind of dark and strange. So this is a great story. Utena's a great character. There are a couple of other characters in the story you just kind of want to smack around, but but she's great. I have 3 different copies of Gunsmith Cats, and I haven't read them, so I can't tell you anything about them really. So, Kenichi Sonoda, I've been really bad, you guys, about telling you the author names. I'm really sorry, and I will try to do better. Antique Bakery is another one by Fumi Yoshinaga, who is the author of Okuu. This one is all about some guys who run a bakery, or how some of them ended up at the bakery, and it's pretty funny. And I think it's a bit shonen-ai, so if that's not your thing, maybe you shouldn't get into it. But I don't think that's really a huge part of the story, so I think pretty much anyone is safe to read it. Next we have Pluto, also by Naoki Urasawa, who is the writer of The Monster. Yeah, Pluto is a reworking of Astro Boy, supervised by Makoto Tezuka, who is a relative of the original Astro Boy creator. So this manga also extremely good. If you like robots and you like, I don't know guys, it's just everything Naoki Urasawa writes is awesome. So yes, robots and emotions and all kinds of stuff that are so good. And his drawing is just, this is very, very similar to the Monster artwork, except it has a slightly, maybe less sinister look to it. Personally, I find Monster very sinister, but that's just me, because it is a psychological thriller. Next we have Video Girl I. I'm not going to go all the way back there and get the rest of them just because I'm having to lean over a bunch of stacks, but this book is by Masakazu Katsura, and for some reason I have only gotten up to volume 7. I know for a fact there are more than 7 volumes, so I have no idea why I stopped here. But it's really good. It's definitely targeted toward boys because there are a lot of panty shots and curvy girls and things, so it's definitely a guy's manga in terms of target audience. So that was shelf 1 of my manga bookshelf. I hope you enjoyed taking a look at it. So I'm going to go ahead and stop here, and as soon as the second one's uploaded, you'll see shelf number 2. See you then. Bye bye.